remember your mom saying, stay away from the road, here comes a car, right? And you're listening, like it's based on like your life experience. And then all of a sudden there's all these people, billions of people out in the world walking around who have been trained to listen for internal combustion engines as a danger. And now all of a sudden we're changing that paradigm to like something completely different. So your brain isn't automatically triggering on that sound saying, whoa, watch out. So we need to make sure that we add sounds that can make a substitute for that training. Yeah, my name is Mike Roan. I'm a full professor of mechanical engineering. Electric vehicles, as you know, have one or two electric motors in them. It doesn't have the internal combustion engine with all the exhaust sounds boom, 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 coming out of the back. Plus all of the like whirligig stuff that's going on in there, like pumps and all those things. Doesn't need it. So it's really a lot quieter than your conventional, what we'll say, internal combustion ICE engine, like by a lot. Summer, everybody's feeling good and like want to get out and walk around, and that's true for everybody. More people are just out. Anytime, I go to New York City sometimes in winter and there's, hey, where is everybody? I was just there last week and like everybody is out. And the number of electric vehicles is going up slowly. And so it creates a hazard. This time of year, thinking about, that increased safety is an important factor for everybody. Norway is like the leader in EV kind of adaptation. Some huge number of their vehicles are electric. And they saw a big steep uptick in pedestrian collisions. And it tracks right with that number of EVs on the road. So there's your evidence. You want to, as there's more EVs, there's more collisions. Well, nothing else really changed. Adding, they were too quiet. So adding sound, people hear it and they react. So it increases safety. It's very, very difficult to detect to hear that vehicle coming up, particularly behind you, because we hear better in the front than in the back. The National Highway Safety Transportation Administration, NHTSA, has created standards for additive sounds that they put into electric vehicles to make it safer for vision impaired pedestrians. That is like a double-edged sword, right? You're saying, oh, we could get rid of all this noise. Why are you putting sound into these cars? It's because it's unsafe, particularly for the vision impaired. And as a father of a teenager, of the distracted, walking like, and so they created those standards for safety reasons. So we found that if you go just by the standard and look at the average distance that people would detect, it was very far away, like 30, 40 meters away, easily detected. Remember, these are for slow-moving vehicles. Once you get above 20 kilometers per hour, it's dominated by tire noise, and all the cars are the same. Internal combustion, electric, doesn't matter. But it turns out that number is misleading. You say, oh, it's detectable at a mean distance of X. Well, how often is it detected at that mean distance? And we found that 100% detection is only very close. It meets the standard, but you're right on the hairy edge of it. And so there's a lot more room for research to figure out what kind of sounds, what frequency content, how should they change? So like frequency going up and down, or volume changing is more detectable. How do you add those elements to make it detectable at a further distance without making it louder? We need to look at multiple vehicles in different configurations. So if you have an EV sitting there at a light and you have one coming by this way and there's one in this intersection coming that way, these sounds they put in are very tonal. It means like lots of beep, boo, boo, like the different tones that are in there. And they interact in weird ways. There's additive, there's destructive interference. So you get these dead spots. And nobody has looked at, except just starting, like about a month ago, these guys in Germany did a little bit of research about if there's multiple vehicles, how well can people still detect the dangerous vehicle? And that's proven that not as well. And if all cars are electric, and you have these funky kind of, I call them like alien sounds in there, and I mean, just listen to any Toyota or Honda backing up, you'll hear it. Then what is the safety factor and how reliable are these sounds as safety measures when there's a bunch of them all around? So I think that's the next big question that needs to be answered.
Are there any kind of events happening in the EV space? The people who do work on it the most are clients. And everything like when BMW said what they were doing and similar to we're taking this. But I thought I think that almost like for the conversation, like if we were to do an article for the conversation.
There you go. Like this?
Yep.
I gotta crank it up too. Doing our normal stuff. There we go.
Yep.